Good day. Happy lunch to you. Hi, I'm Dr. Todd with Chiropractic First in Reno. Welcome to Lunch and Learn. Today we're talking about the acronym that's been changing and saving lives since 1895. In case you don't know what happened in 1895, in September 18th of 1895, chiropractic was born. Now people think that chiropractic's about fixing the neck and back, and yes, it's about that, but more importantly, it's really a way of looking at health and even at life itself. So what happens is the world tends to look at health and life from the outside in. Well, on September 18th of 1895, a man who was deaf for 17 years and not heard a thing named Harvey Lillard, he went into Dr. D.D. Palmer's office, and he said that 17 years earlier he hadn't heard anything since he heard a pop in his neck. Well, Dr. D.D. Palmer went in and adjusted his neck, the second bone in his neck, and Harvey Lillard heard for the first time in 17 years, which was an amazing miracle. Well, over time, we developed this science, philosophy, and art of taking care of this amazing thing we call our body by investing it and keeping it as healthy as long as possible. So chiropractic came to be known as ADIO, which is above, down, inside, out. So that means a lot of things. But the first thing that it means, what it first came to mean, is that your brain is like a blob on a stick. But it's a blob on a stick that runs your whole body. The life is generated, the life for every part of your body is generated in your brain. Your brain runs every cell, tissue, and organ in your body. And the brain meets the spinal cord, the above-down part. You have a hole in your skull, but it's not very scientific to say that we have a hole in our head, so we use a very scientific word called the foramen magnum, which means large hole. So the brain has to send life down through the spinal cord and out through all the nerves of the body to control the whole body. So what does that have to do with your health? Well, simply put, everything. The reason that we look at the body this way is because that's how the body's run, from above down and from the inside out. So all of your health, all of your hormones, your digestion, your immune system is all from the inside out. So medicine over years and years and years has taught us that health is more outside in. Now why do I say that? It's because they say that disease comes on you because of your genetics, or because of a bug or a virus, or because all sorts of other things that are on the outside that we have no control over. Now, if we have no control over them, then we have to go to guess who to get it better. Well, we have to go to someone who's going to dispense a drug or who's going to remove an organ out of our body. That's outside-in thinking. Inside-out thinking is this. Chiropractors have deductively reasoned over the last 120 years, 122 years now, that health is an inside job. That if I'm sick or I get symptoms, it's because me, something I did do or didn't do. That if I develop, God forbid, cancer or diabetes or heart disease or all sorts of other myriad problems, it's because something has gone wrong inside my body. Dr. B.J. Palmer said that if the germ theory of disease were correct, nobody would be living to believe it. Now, how do we know that? Because I'm adjusting hundreds of sick people all day. Why am I not sick all the time? It's because it's not the germ that gets me. It is the weakness in my body. Right now I have streptococcus and staphylococcus sitting in my throat. I have staph infection in my throat. But why doesn't it take over and give me a real throat infection? Because my immune system is strong on the inside out. In fact, Dr. Rudolf Virchow, he's the founder of cellular pathology. He is basically one of the main founders of the theory that germs cause disease. He said, if I could live my life over again, I would dedicate it to proving that germs seek their natural habitat, diseased tissue, rather than causing the tissue to become diseased. As an example, mosquitoes seek the stagnant water, but they don't cause the pool to become stagnant. So true health science does not look to the outside. We don't go try to kill every bug with pesticides and herbicides. The second we get an infection, we don't start pounding antibiotics because it's not the bug, it's not the germ, it's not the genes, it is the condition of this body, the liver itself. Not just the hepar, this organ that sits in the upper right quadrant of your abdomen, but it's the person who's alive, the liver themselves. How healthy is that person? If we think outside in all the time, we have no power, we have no ability to exercise to get stronger because it doesn't matter. We have no ability to eat right and take care of ourselves. We have no ability to get adjusted to make sure that these nerves are all flowing properly and that life is being abundantly poured into the body. So if that controls our health, which it does, inside out, it is total freedom. If you think about it, if that phrase, one of my favorite 10-word phrases, if it is to be, it is up to me. Once I know that my health is my responsibility, I'm totally free. Because my health is not the responsibility of my chiropractor. And yes, I do see a chiropractor regularly. But I take care of hundreds and hundreds of patients. Their health is not my responsibility, it's theirs. Now I remove interference and I teach them what to do and I advise them, my clients if you will, because they pay me to hopefully make sure they're healthy, which brings up an interesting topic. Traditionally in China, traditional Chinese doctors were paid for how healthy their patients or their clients were, for how healthy. Kind of upside down for what we have here, isn't it? We're paid for the sicker people are. We want to get people well and keep them well for a lifetime. But above, down, inside out is not just physical health in our body, it's really an attitude about life. So if I realize that my health is my responsibility, it's then a segue or a gateway to tell me, now not segue those cool machines that you can go on the what's it called? The bridge, the sundial bridge, which by the way, June 21st, that works as an actual sundial. I'll see you all there to go look at the actual time from the sundial, but I digress. So it's a segue into everything else in life. Because if I know that my health is my responsibility, then I know that my attitude is also my responsibility. I know that my success in business, in family, in everything else is my responsibility. That's from the inside out. If I say that everything is outside in, it means that the germs have me down. It means that the businessman, the banks, my teachers, my parents, my grandparents, the economy, all these, Reading has so many issues in it. All these things are real, but why is it that some people succeed when other people don't? It's because it's on the inside out. So above, down, inside out means that everywhere I am right now is a result of everything I've done in my life up to now, which is my responsibility. And so for you, guess whose responsibility it is for you? That's right, it's your responsibility to take care of your health and your life and your success. So if mine's my responsibility and everything I am now is a result of everything I've done from then up till now, everything in my future is all that, plus what? Everything I start doing today and continue moving forward. Yes, I may have baggage, but the more I focus on where I'm headed as opposed to where I've been, the more successful I am. And I'll leave you with this one thing from a great coach of mine, Mr. Dan Sullivan, founder of Strategic Coach. He talks about everyone should have goals of where they're going. And when I realize that my success is from the inside out, I have goals of where I'm going. But if I'm always looking forward, I'm focused on the gap between where I am now and the horizon. The horizon's always moving because I'm moving forward, at least hopefully. But if I only focus on the gap, I'm going to be depressed and I'm going to think that everything's outside in. But if I focus on my progress, how far I've come, maybe I lost 5 pounds or 10 pounds. Maybe I'm stronger. I finally got my first pull-up like John in our program. Maybe I have all these things and all these successes and I can focus on that. When I focus on success, then I can turn around and work toward my goals because that's what it's all about. If you'd like us to help you with your health goals, maybe you have some pain you'd like to help us with. Maybe you really got the spark from what I've talked about here, realizing that you haven't lived up to your health potential and you really need to focus on having a coach or a mentor to help you live from the inside out and get healthy. We're here to do that for you. So look at rhino1010.com. Call us at the office at 243-0889. And if you like this post, if you like this live post, then please subscribe to my channel here and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening today on Lunch and Learn. I hope it's been a huge blessing. Go have an amazing, blessed, healthy, above, down, inside out day.